The reason we exist is because you cannot stay ahead of all threats. So what we do is we block by default.
Hey, what's going on? You're here with Emil, and what we got is we're just basically going to go over data set number 3. And from data set number 3, it's going to be some interesting stuff, I should say, at least what I'm seeing. So let's go ahead and get into it. So the thing about data set number 3, again, I'm more for educational purposes. This is all this is. Understand that the content is going to be very sexual in nature. It's going to be a lot less than the others. So looking at this data set, it looks like it's like 40 or 50 pieces. So instead of us doing it like we did with the first data set, where we had to split it in two, this one, I am going to go in more. I'm actually going to go and click on every one of them, and whatever's interesting, we're going to basically put in our library. Eventually, when it come down to kind of later on, I'll be summarizing a lot of this, and it's going to be less of, going through everything. But as you can see right here, this has been redacted. Item was not scanned. Adult soap on a rope. And then you see soap on a rope, whatever that's supposed to be. Ladder up, cat. Go ahead and work yourself up into a lather. Playful, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to read all that, but I am going to save this. All right. We're going to move on. The next piece. This right here, not exactly sure what that is. Look like a briefcase. Oh, it's a massage table. Okay, so they're taking pictures of massage tables. A bunch of massage tables. All right. Another redacted. Oh, this is not redacted. This is, I guess, he put his own photo lineups. So nothing there. For all we know, that could be redacted. I don't know. So we got Palm Beach Sheriff's Office lineup. So this is something that took place August 9th, 2006. It's 2 pages. And it's basically his, what they call that, his sleeve or something like that, his coat. I'm not exactly sure. Apparently, it was 3 other people that went down with him, 2 females. No, I mean, not 2 females, 2 white people. Their age is not known. Their height is. Somebody was 6 foot, someone was 6'1". As far as complexion, somebody who, it's kind of mixed. If you look at it, it's like 165, 180, 205. They really just all over. And I guess they're all men, because what they say is build. So build instead of sex is kind of crazy to me. But they're 3 white guys, all of average height. Yeah, jacket. Yeah, they call it jacket. So his birthday was January 20th, 1953. So right now he'll be 72, 73. No, he'll be 73. Right. And we have a few other people that went down with him. Okay, so it's the gender, MMM. So this is a group of dudes. But the other people that went down with him, they keeping that a secret. I guess, like they say, ain't trying to get no one else in trouble, which is crazy to me, because if he was just a regular old individual, they don't care how many people will get in trouble with him. But yeah, is it the same picture? I'm trying to figure out why would they have the same picture so many times. All right. This will be driver and vehicle information database, dated. Driver and vehicle information database. So it was a female that was involved. Additional message, not a citizen. 510. More redacted. And okay, so there are some females that are set up in this too. So photo lineup instructions, you will be asked to look at group of photos. The fact that the photos are shown to you should not influence your judgment. You should not conclude or guess that the photographs contain the picture of the person who committed the crime. You are not obligated to identify anyone. It is just important to free innocent persons from suspicion as to identify guilty parties. Please do not discuss the case with other witnesses, nor indicate in any way that you have identified someone. All right. Oh, that person right there, they definitely. So I guess this is witness statements and as far as identifying people. So that person identified Epstein. This person identified Epstein. This person identified Epstein. So that's 3. That's 4. I don't know. I don't consider that. So from there, at least 4 people identified him in this one case that took place, and this is like 50 pages. And okay, so essentially the lineup information. So those people that were involved, those weren't people involved. Those is his lineup people. So it was 6 individuals that were just put up for lineup. Probably people who look similar to the person in order to verify as them. You know, they always normally get people that look similar. And then from here, it looked like it is 4. Is it? No, hold on. So, trying to figure out, like, you know, so it's 3 or 4 individuals. You know, no, that's 3 or 4 individuals. So this is photo lineup sheriff. So they got jackets. Yeah, so they got jackets. This all happened at Palm Beach. Alright, this all happened in Palm Beach. I'm just trying to figure out the date. So 8/9/2006. Alright, let's move on. Items was not scanned, photo frame, and whatever that's about. Another item that wasn't framed, and there's just a picture of this guy in his harem. What they say, his harem. Please bring your harem with you. Sound like a PIM. Okay. It must be one of his favorites. That whole thing redacted. All right, another redacted photo. Oh, I already clicked that. 2729. Another redacted photo. Photos. And more redacted photos. I guess like right here, if you're looking at it, these are 6 females with Gazelle and their drunk friend. He living a life right there, boy. Lifestyles of the rich and shameless. So this is him with a $22,000 check. Is that Trump name? Once in a blue moon, once in a blue moon. Once in a blue moon, once in a blue moon. All it is in a $22,000 check. Interesting. I'm saying, man, hey, it's like they are literally, you know, like they hit the lotto. Dealing with him was like hitting the lotto. This is his beach. Twinkle, twinkle. Okay. So highlight, right? 42. Another photo. So Dataset 42, what was that? 45, 48. Yeah, so Dataset number 3 looked like it's just mostly photos. Twin torpedoes. All new power pack with separate blah controls. Ooh. That freaky stuff. Twin torpedoes. Separate blah controls. Control your own blah and explore the different levels of... Okay. Alright. Well, I mean, every grown person got something like that in the house. Be kind of weird if you didn't. Right? We already looked at this one. 48. This must be a female on his lap or something, on his chest. And that's her again. Okay, this is them being naked and showing the girls off. Another girl naked, showing the whatever. They just blocked her out. Blocked her out. This whole thing was redacted. Wow, this whole thing is redacted right here. So looking at it, go ahead and scroll faster, because we ain't gonna see 61 pages. But out of these 61 pages, all right, we ain't seeing much. I was like in the garden or something. We're not seeing much at all. Okay, one of his harems. Miscellaneous photos. Oh, that was a lot. What was that? 51? Okay. This another redacted. Redacted. It's all redacted here. I'm pretty sure. So this is probably a lady on his island. Pretty sure it's one of his ladies. This is a group of people on a rock on his island. Same group. I don't know whether they are trying to protect them from knowing that they were there, or you know, the people. But it's definitely, if that somebody's hitting the bag right there. Okay. Two beautiful ladies, and apparently they block out their medallions or whatever on their necklaces. So just one photo here. Just another photo. Redacted. Redacted. Oh man, I cannot wait until we are post-Trump. It will be like a beautiful day. It's like, I feel like we're all gonna be able to breathe again, but at the same time, you know, it's gonna be hard because we have to pick up these pieces. Trust from the other countries have been lost, and we can't even protect our youth. Adult soap. So, okay, a little adult soap. This must be in shape of something that's supposed to be adult related. Broken glass handle. First, original, the best, our 13th year is excitement. Taylor Wayne. This is before my time. 57. Seemed like he's just been a regular adult male. The most popular men's club in Florida for the last 6 years. Scarlett's, the Gentlemen's Club. Victoria's Secret, blah. Alright. Just an adult. This is what it looked like to me. He's just adulting. 64, 66. So, national camera, custom-made framing, mounting, laminating. Item was not just a regular CD. So this is interview of blank, reference 302, scanned photos provided. This is blah, Sammy Wonga. paralegal. Spent most time growing up. Santa Cruz Mountain, California. Moved around a lot. Sophomore year, I don't think finished 4 different junior high in 2 different high schools in 2 years. High schools, blank high school. Just turned 16 when moved to LA on my own. Life at home, not the best. Got job at hair salon as receptionist. First moved there, moved in with sis. She left. Met their mutual friend of sis. Native American spiritual healer. Let me stay with him. Malibu to Beverly Hills. First impression was really good. Does body work, massage therapy. He worked on me. Made me feel comfortable. He had 4 kids younger than me, single father. I worked as bartender, have 3 kids, 9, 6, and 7 months. My sister introduced to Epstien through blank. She traveled with him. My sis and I had an apartment together enjoying Hollywood. She moved back to city after met blank. Heard positive things about Jeffrey Epstein. I was very skeptical. I thought he had alternate motives. I think she mean alternative. Like alternate, alternate motives. I'm just going to speak just like she's saying it because you can tell like her education level is not great, but that's okay. I thought he had ulterior motives. Didn't think someone could be this nice. My sis knew Jeffrey Epstein, for a number of months. He was coming to California, Bel Air Hotel. She took me to his room. She introduced me to him. He showed a lot of interest in my life, my upbringing. He kept in touch, offered to pay for school. He would call me or have his assistant call me. I told him how I'd been homeless at 11 for a year. He suggests hair school. I want to learn languages and to travel. He said anywhere I want to go. 17 years when met him. Kept touch via phone. He invited me to one of his houses with my sis. Went to a few. Florida, U.S. Virgin Islands, New Mexico, I believe as well. Before I left for Spain, being overwhelmed with houses, luxury, lifestyle, more I'd ever seen. He was fun and lighthearted. Activities, trails, ride, Hummers. I was very comfortable with him. Felt blessed and safe. First visit, he called me in to do massage. There he put me in very uncomfortable situation. Blank in myself massaging him. He started blank. Asked her to take off shirt. Remember feeling not knowing how to get out of it. I froze. Didn't know how to react. Felt very vulnerable. Gave up my job in apartment where I was gonna go, not just during assault. We were wearing bathing suits. Blank, blank, blank. I don't want to go into details. Go back and forth to his houses. So basically, she had to get down. I mean, my whole thing about it is, like, as a man, I know that you don't give someone something without expecting something in return. So I feel like, I guess we're kind of blessed with that because it's like we don't have that feeling where people give us something and, you know, and we're not thinking like, okay, what do you want? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't give a dude a compliment without them thinking like you have some ulterior motive. You know what I'm saying? We're expected actually to grow skills, but when it comes to a lot of females, you know, it just sucks that she put herself through this position where, you know, but at the same time, you know, it's you young, you know, you have a hard life, you know, it is what it is. Okay, let's get back to it. Me and sis had two bedroom apartment. I gave up my room. Yeah, that's about right. Okay. Go back and forth from the houses she's referring to. I was primarily living in LA few months. Went January 2003. Turned 18 in Spain 4 months. Blank blank. He sent me to Spain 3 times studying Spanish. Jeffrey Epstein, he paid for everything. Blank in his office. Probably Maxwell, Maxine, whatever. Maxine in his office. She helped me arrange it all. He knew how old I was. When came back from Spain, I went to Jeffrey Epstein's Virgin Islands or Florida. Not sure which one. I wasn't visiting him. It was home. I traveled with him for 2 years. Within those years, he sent me to school. When not in school, I was back with him. I told him I developed eating disorder, he told me to pack my stuff and flew me to Arizona. Phone calls. I was having hard time adjusting. He was my friend. I thought I reached out to him a lot. I don't remember if I saw him after that. Jasleen, blank blank. When I traveled, we were a fam. Several different. New York, blank. Florida, different housekeepers. Virgin Islands, blank and blank. Paris, chef cooked the best eggs. I lived with him. Everywhere went New York. Blank, blank. And me in apartment in New York summoned us to house to go shopping or anything. He had multiple apartments there. Different people lived there. Jean Luke had several, blank had one. I didn't work for him, blank. We were very close. Good friends. My best friend. She was very sweet and quiet. I understand that she was her girlfriend. It seemed that no one ever spoke about relationships with Jeffrey Epstein. When I tried to open up to her about my assault, she didn't relate. Blank. Bit standoffish. She wasn't very friendly. His assistant, plane departure, scheduling, all went through her and Jasleen. 2 times assault. More than one time before I was 18 with Jeffrey Epstein. So was it 2 or 3 times she was assaulted? I'm not exactly sure. Short blonde hair, brown eyes, not lot makeup. Older than I was. Guess that she's 5 years old. Okay, older than I was. Guess that she's 5 years older. Don't remember if talked about my age. Blank touched me during both. Jeffrey Epstein, Jasleen, blank and me. Those were people I saw the most. There were other people. There were a lot of different people my age. Some come and stay for days. Some in and out within a couple hours. New York, remember seeing girls here stay in apartment when it was empty. No idea if under 18. Didn't talk with them. Don't know names. Florida, I had a room there with bathtub. We all stayed together. No routine. Jeffrey always woke up early and had his coffee. No set time. Wake up when ready. A lot of girls coming in and out for short period, for an hour or 2. He was very private. I knew girls were coming to meet him, but didn't know why. Could have been coming to see Jasleen. Girls come in kitchen. Here, blank, say they're here to see Jeffrey. It was clear they there to see him. Don't remember names. They weren't hanging out with me. It was very secretive. I was very Okay. I was blank. I didn't trust anyone. Virgin Islands. He had separate quarters, no set schedule, gathered outside area, very luxuriously. People would come to island. Jean Luke, Naomi Campbell, older people, less traffic. Jean Luke, I understand one of Jeffrey Epstein's best friends. Or is that, best friends. Whoever Jean Luke is. Works for owns modeling agency. Very centric, small, colorful. Saw him quite a bit. He traveled with us. Jasleen, very intimidating, very cold. Understand her to be partner. The relationship more business. I avoided her. She not friendly or nice. Photo 1. Jeffrey Epstein in blank on a Cedo in Virgin Islands. I took that photo from the dock. Photo 2. Jeffrey Epstein in Virgin Islands on his boat. I took photo. Photo 3. Jeffrey Epstein in blank from Italy. Friend of his. I took photo. Tarmac, Virgin Islands. Photo 4. Jeffrey Epstein in blank. Virgin Islands, different island. Don't know people in background. I took photo. Okay, photo 5, photo 6, photo 7, photo 8. So this is her saying all the photos that she took. And then blank took pics of me. I don't remember how came up. One shot. 4 assault before 18. Paris, New Mexico, Florida. 2 assaults were grapes. Snuck into room while sleeping. Set up kind of strange. No manage point besides, I don't know. I mean, maybe that's meeting point besides kitchen. I didn't see him a whole lot. Probably count on both hands number of times there. Didn't visit often. Always kept me downstairs in room. Other people stay in nicer rooms upstairs. Sister. In beginning, she traveled with me. First time, she wasn't there a whole lot. More in beginning. Handful of times we were together. I just remember her saying what a great guy he was. Blank, she worked in his office in New York. I turned receipts into her for petty cash. I assumed she was assistant. Jeffrey Epstein sent me shopping in New York and saved receipts. Turned into him. Arranging anything to do with travel. Helped me arrange first trip via phone. Don't remember who. They gave me a phone. Fly in one of his planes, Gulfstream, and a bigger one. I'll fly commercially to him, property scheduled through, houses, only see blank in New York in person. Jeffrey Epstein helped me open first bank account, set up credit card. He had banker help me, gave letter that I was residing with him, something like this, right on block, was in my name, paid for my school, sometimes gave me cash, gave me gold ring from Egypt 600 BC, left it in New York when I left. He took me shopping. He was very controlling about what we were. We was buying, so he picked. Jeffrey Epstein believes monogamous way of life is not way to live. It's not healthy to be in monogamous relationships. Ideal to build harem. Went to Spain together to learn to build this. I trusted him a lot and believed a lot of what he said. It was all mind control. He asked me 7 once, very random questions. If I thought I was wrong for a blank, 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 I said I think that's wrong. Phoenix, Vegas is closer. Sell for resources. Then confidential May, and I guess this is a photo of her with him. A photo of him. This might be the photos that she was referring to. where she was like, she don't know those people in the back. And then more photos. Oh, look at little piggy. It sounds like she owed him a lot on the cool. I mean, I wouldn't trust him though. I mean, she paid for his life. He paid for her life. $70. All right, so I guess this is a naked picture of her. This girl, she's in a bathing suit. This is your boy living his life. You got 3 sets of girls that are around him, whoever this fella is. Then that right there, sitting on his lap. So that's all redacted right there. Another redacted. All these images. So this is a young lady showing her. This is a young lady showing her privates. Probably just belly button. Little shoulder action. Arm, for whatever reason they blocked it. Probably a tattoo. That's probably a tattoo they're blocking. Identifiable parts. So he probably has a tattoo right there, identifiable, and then the person trying to hide the person's identity. All right, so let's look at this one. Interview of blank. Photos provided by. This is a person's account. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna come back to 4179. I'm gonna write that down, because what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come back and we're gonna go over 4179. But what I would like to do is kind of see just the photos and then come back to the long form, because if it's just like 1 or 2 of the long stories for the most part, then what we'll do, we'll just come back and read the long stories. Give me a second, I'm just gonna make a note. So 1479. All right, so we're gonna come back to 4179. And yeah, this one right here. This is Brad Edwards, date July 17th, 20, and USB of photographs provided by Brad Edwards from blank. And this is just the USB with a bunch of information. Then I guess I'm assuming this is the USB it came from. You will always be beautiful, and life is worth living for yourself. Love yourself. So these are 3 different ones, and for whatever reason, this person gave him that note. And this is the same young lady. You can tell she's not old, but this is her trying to look nice for the guy. She's definitely a young one. Ain't no telling if they're of age or not. 4234. All right. I guess they're trying to say like this right here was supposed to be right there. So this is somebody hugging that guy, and this is two people. They got it at all right, so it's photos of the island. CD. More photos of his location. This must be photos from that scan drive or from the CD. 71st cloud pics. So okay. Having a good time. Two thumbnails. CD. Painting. Horses. Okay. Just a few people riding horses. It's a bunch of people just living their life on ATVs. Three thumbnails, two thumbnails, CD. And more photos. Just them hanging out. 13 photos, 24 thumbnails. New York. The city skyline. Yeah, so just different pictures. It's probably clicked on the same thing again. Yeah. So 4250. 100 of them. So the same thing. Last sunset, Hong Kong. So just looking at this, these are just photos. That's all it is. All of this is redacted for whatever reason, and it's crazy how many are redacted. It's flabbergasted. It's all redacted. Then we got a few. Okay, so they're not redacting the dog. They letting us see the dog in the plane. Okay. Maybe that dog the dogs don't get redacted, but everything else? That's crazy. I guess he getting a massage right here. You know. this? No, this must be like this at Hong Kong. The dog shows. Okay. Backyard, 65th. Yeah, they redacted all that. All this is redacted. And we don't know who that young person is he's hanging with. Just know that it's not Jasleen, because Jasleen, they show Jasleen. So, then those are 3 different ones at the same time. Yeah, so photo shoots. Whoever this is, they're doing photo shoots. This must be one of his models in his harem. This is a group of dancers. You can tell by the ballerina shoes. So at least 5 of them. Yeah, 5 of them there too. 5 dancers. They show chickens. You got some chickens. You got pigs. You got a little farm. Okay. On the boat. On the island. All right. 43, 48. Okay. A bunch of redacted. This is all redacted. So, let's see, it's 29 pages of redacted. This is all redacted. It's all redacted. Okay, so I myself, if you, I love taking pictures of clouds, especially like when you're in a plane. I had for a while I was videoing just the clouds in the sky when I was in planes, and it is very like comforting, especially soothing a lot of times. So that is something that, you know, I'm not gonna lie, if I was able to go and see the world like this, I would definitely be, you know, videoing this would be stuff that I feel like a lot of us lay people would do. You know, we just like to take pictures of stuff, you know, especially if we know we're not going to be back. That's just what we do. So this is Bill Clinton and a few other people probably. Yeah, you know what this is, because I remember seeing these photos. And that's like a few other people. But yeah, that was very heavily redacted. So what was that? Boom, boom. 100 of them. So this is LSJ boat views, cancer benefit, LSJ Xmas 04, Jean Luc Zorro. So notice this is going to be a lot of island stuff right here. LSJ boat views. LSJ mean. So this is like soothing photography of just the island. More island shots. Oh, Halloween. And then I guess this is, you know, think about them dinners of these rich people. You know, it's like, man, the fundraisers, the parties, all of that redacted. They're really protecting a lot of people. And my whole thing about it is the fact that if you was there and you wasn't doing nothing wrong, then why redact it? You know what I mean? Like, you don't really hide your A's. That's all I'm saying. So this is a lot. So it look like some legs or something. So, but it's heavily redacted. All this redacted. What's this? PB blank. Don't even know what that says. Picasso blue boy with pipe. Picasso blue boy with pipe. Claude Monet Keys van Dogen. Just a little information about literature, I guess. A little painting. Guess he's with a friend, getting a little romantic, a little touchy touch, back in that helicopter. Looking at some islands. Back in the helicopter. LSJ. So again, heavily redacted. Back in the helicopter. CD2, you know, just having fun. His girlfriend, birthday or something of that nature. So this is a bunch of people at a birthday party. I'm assuming it's her birthday party. Yeah. So just her having a birthday, making phone calls outside. Yeah, dude look happy. Lifestyles of the rich and shameless. Hey, they don't cover the dogs. They just let you know what dog it is. Who cares about the dogs? Let's not redact the dogs. Let's redact everything else, though. It's crazy. I hate to be one of the dogs. All right. So 4663. And it's just a bunch of images on the boat, a bunch of redacted things. Images on the island. I guess this is a bikini shot. I think we already seen this image. A lot of these images we seen, like blown up. Pig's feet. Country. A lot of redacted. I want to know who they protecting when they redact all this. Why does it look like they got your boy off of MySpace? You remember he used to be everybody's friend. He used to be everybody's friend, Tom or something like that. Back to the helicopters, the planes. And that's probably Jasleen again. Oh yeah, he be doing their little makeovers with his face. I've seen that already. Okay, look like they killed the little rabbit. Time to eat a little rabbit. Back to the horses. All right. 4763. Hold on. It's going to. It's probably going to ask me about the age thing, so I gotta let them know. Yes, we're grown. Yes. Have that 4763. I think that's the one that we were at. And now it's gonna allow me. It does that. Like, it does that age verification after a while. You know. Oof. It's a bunch of redacted stuff. Okay, so this is, I don't know whether it's the same girl or different girl, but it looked like a bunch of images of young ladies, you know, and then they're probably naked because, you know, the ones they started off with bras on. So I'm pretty sure that some of those were naked. Started off with something, then they end up with nothing. You know, so taking pictures of birds. After that, taking pictures of clouds again. Alright, so mixed in, blocking out redacted images of people. Okay, clouds and birds. And after you see the clouds, you see the birds, the trees. This is a tattoo of a female. Guess they hiding the belly button. That he got a mix between the clouds, the girls, and birds. Clouds, girls, birds. A lot of that. All right. It's a lot of stuff. It's redacted. And on the boat, relaxing. Midnight Express. Say some ladies taking pictures with each other, taking more pictures. All right. That's a bunch of CDs. You notice. Please use this new photo disc, new size, 91 by 75, 91.75 times 56.675. Please, can we do a proof first? Thanks. So this is all right. Someone's birthday. I think someone broke their leg. Look like they're having fun right here. Okay, they shooting off. Back to the horses, ATVs. For some reason they like the little kid shows like Winnie the Pooh, the Minnie Mouse, Mickey Mouse. Okay. Having fun on this boat. That's what it looked like. Rolling Stone, they never hide the dogs, but they hide the women. That you don't know who that is. It look like two different females potentially. Same day. Okay, so they got this naked woman. $49.75. Okay, a bunch redacted. Photos of clouds. Back to the dog. It seemed like a lot of people like small dogs. I mean, I get it. Like, you know, it's easy to maintain. You ain't got to feed it as much. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Hold on a sec. Yeah, we got going on. More clouds. $50.75. Bunch of redacted stuff. And it's images of him eating with his girlfriend and girls. What's this? Xmas 05. So DVD. So this is Christmas. Having fun in Christmas. Right. Sultan. So this is where he want to feel like he king. His girlfriend, heavily redacted. Feel like I'm the king of the world. Got the little championship belt on. Smug boy, that boy smug. Got two different people right next to him. Redacted. Don't even know. One of them definitely female. I don't know if both of them are females. And got the little. Okay. Little cake. Puerto Rico. Okay, trip to Puerto Rico. Clouds. Like an old castle or something? Oh, that's a artwork. Okay, I was about to say. It was messing me up for a second. Mentally. Yeah, we just looked at this one. Look like this is Africa, Vanity Fair, Crack Hole, Proposal, Blank Hawaii. Got a few different ones in here. So, somebody in bed with them. So this is Clinton trips, NY, LA, and London. So I guess this is him hanging out with the Clintons. It's heavily redacted. There go Bill right there. There go Bill. Bill is in there. Oh, is that's that Chris Tucker image. So yeah, you know, Chris Tucker in there too. Okay, I see you. And I seen one where Michael Jackson was hanging with him. Kind of broke my heart seeing MJ in there, but it is what it is. Who knows all these people? I think that's Bill Clinton right there. Yeah, that's Clinton. Clinton, Morocco. Yeah, Clinton, Morocco. So, yeah. Okay, so this is supposed to be like one of his flexible ladies. Clinton, Africa, London. That's not Clinton. Oh, you know what? All it is, that's just the name of the folder. There go Clinton right there, though. Talking about whoever Zorro is. My man Clinton right there. Oh, there you go, Michael Jackson. I don't know if that's Michael Jackson or not. It's basically them being freaky frogs. One of his lady friends in the window. They kind of look like one of those old 1920s movie shows. Little House on the Prairie type style. Whoever this is really liked them, or good at pretending. You know, they never hide the dog. Heavily redacted. Man, I got my man Clinton in there. I think they even got MJ. Chris Tucker. Yeah, we just got through looking at this one. Heavily redacted. Women old photos box. So this is definitely one of his freaky frogs. So some more of his. So this is a redundancy. That's what we call that. That's a redundant. majority of this is redacted. Except a few. We just show pictures of him. Oh, we already seen that. Boy, having this little good little time. Redacted, just showing the back of it, front and back. Guess that's his friend he really liked. Sir again. Looking for a way out. Okay, I think I missed one. Yeah, I did. All this is redacted. So he got a little story right here. Once upon a time, there was a clueless little girl. How do I look? Then, what is he doing? He wouldn't. Elastic. I met you. Those eyes are blue and the little teeth. And I love the little teeth. Okay. I played the cards I was dealt. Okay, so she's showing that she went on some trips. First Xmas, oh my goodness, I will be the first. Came, is my cover blown? What could this be? I learned. And grew. I beautified. Got a little thing right there, I guess. Took care of you. B. For. After. Brazil. Peru. Dubai. We traveled. Berlin. St. Braves. This is this person. You're the best. Oh, really? You're so sweet to me. I like Peru. I know. I'm working on number 3. Paris. We fought. Then hugged. We laughed. One. Hey, ham. Blank, please. No mustard. $8.99. Oi. Oh my, what's that? GEE, something sports, property. Now you drive. I will get you. The crab. Got a little fake knife. Then it says happy blank. So this is somebody who sent him like a birthday card, I guess. 5538. Items was not scanned. Negatives. And him and his old lady. Document. Okay. Negatives. Five, 6, 3. Oh, 3 females hugging. To Jeffrey. 5, 6, 8. Photo lineups. Residents versus BSF. And again, this is another lineup that took place. It's not saying if the guy was found guilty or not. It's just saying that he was in the lineup on March the 17th, 2005. So that's not saying he was guilty of anything. 5, 6, 9. Okay. Then we got so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to hold off on reading this one. Alright, and then looking at this one, it looked like it's heavily redacted. It's heavily redacted. So this is literally 119 pages of redacted stuff. This is crazy. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a short little intermission break, and after the break, we're then going to go over the 2 files that I skipped over. So I believe I'm not exactly sure the numbers for the most part, but yeah. So it's gonna be a shorter one, smaller one, because we know that people don't like long videos. That's the only real reason I'm trying to do it this way, where I'm not trying to. But yeah, I see in a little bit. Let's go ahead, and I'm gonna have the sergeant, you know what I'm saying, take us out.
What one motivated Marine and his rifle can do. And before you ladies leave my island, you will all be able to do the same thing. Here's my rifle, this is my gun. This is for fun and this is for fun. Here's my rifle, this is my gun. This is for fun and this is for fun. Here's my rifle, this is my gun.
Actually, we're all tickled to hear you say that. Quite frankly, watching Donnie beat Nazis to death is as close we ever get to going to the movies. Donnie!
Yeah.
Guy's German here wants to die for country. Oblige him.
You've ever killed Jews? Bravery.
I made my mistakes, but in all of my years of public life, I have never profited from public service. I've earned every cent. And in all of my years of public life, I have never obstructed justice. And I think, too, that I could say that in my years of public life, that I welcome this kind of examination, because people have got to know whether or not their president's a crook. Well, I'm not a crook. I've earned everything I got.
Into the barely legal type. Like, he liked 15-year-old girls. And I realize this is disgusting. I'm definitely not trying to make an excuse for this. I'm just giving you facts. That he wasn't into, like, 8-year-olds.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I've ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you